Happy Monday, guys. What's up? Welcome into another episode to start another week of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault, at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me across all socials. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code JUICE in the search bar. That gets you $30 off. The 50% off site-wide sale going on right now for the holidays at OmahaSteaks.com. Okay, so another really good Sunday. That's back-to-back very good Sundays. We swept the board last week. The only bet I got wrong officially yesterday was the Raiders. I also gave you a couple of extra bets inside of the Discord channel that if you played those, same game teaser with the Bills and the under in the Sunday night football game, you had a pretty good day. I had a pretty good day. Wound up 7-1 on the day and up, pretty good. Four units or so up. Officially up over about 2.4 units being up. The parlay that I gave to you guys for fun, well, I guess that should count though. No, I wasn't. That should count. That's a quarter unit down. So we're probably 2.24 units down. So we should count that. I didn't put that on the tweet, but I should have counted that because I would have counted that money if that had come in because we 3 out of 4 hit on. Only it didn't hit the number one team in hockey to a first period over. That one was 1-0. Everything else easily came in, to be quite honest. The gift, Minnesota, goal in the first 4 minutes. Cash that. The Oilers had 5 goals in the first period. Go ahead and cash that. So just a bummer. 3 out of 4. If you round robined it, you bet them all individually, you made money. But if you bet the parlay, the plus 538, plus 583 parlay that did not come in, that was down a quarter unit. So technically 7-2, not 7-2 on the day. 5-2 officially for us. So down up about 2.2. So that put us up about 1.5 units for the week. All right. So we got a winning week. Let's start a new week. Let's have another winning week. We've had a very good run here of late. Let me see real quick the total number of units earned since I came back to the Daily Juice. That number is now sitting at about 43 units, up 43 units. Our NFL mark will improve. We're hitting at about 56% in the NFL. That will go up. So we were 3-1 there. So we'll be 42-31. That will go up to probably, up around 8 or 9 units in the NFL. NFL props will go up. We'll wind up getting ourselves, almost back to even on the NFL props. Hockey is 122-116. We're hitting that at 51.2% of the time. That's down about a little less than a unit down on that. Our losing marks so far, in case you're curious, in the year of 2023. I know you guys like this type of stuff. NFL football, we are up. In NFL prop betting, we are flat. College football, we are way up, nearly 18 units. NBA basketball, we are way up, nearly 24 units. College basketball, down 3 units. NHL, down about 1 unit. Combat sports, my worst sport, down 9.5 units in combat sports. NBA props were down 0.7, a little less than a unit. NASCAR is 4.3 units up. Golf, 6 units up. Major League Baseball, 0.6 units up. College baseball, 2 units. NBA Summer League, just bets we made, historically speaking, 0.7 or so. So if you're curious, what are the good sports for the Daily Juice? Well, how have I done well? Where? NFL football, college football, NBA basketball are the 2. College basketball and the NHL are slightly down, but both those can turn very quickly. One hot week in college basketball, and we're up. We're doing well. We've been off to a cold start to start the year in college basketball. There's no lying there. And one good day in the NHL, and we'll wind up getting ourselves over that, back into the plus money for hockey. So 122-116. That's 51.2%, like I mentioned. So got to get over on that juice, unfortunately, for the NHL. But we are still, we've picked more winners and losers in the NHL. But college football really is where we're at. Okay, let's talk future markets for a second, okay? LSU bet did not come in for their team total. That went down. Penn State team total went in. That went up, okay? We got those 2. Drake May over 3,150 yards passing. That cashed. Drake May to win the Heisman. That will not cash. So 2-2 there. the two college football futures we have left, Michigan to win it all and FSU to win it all, okay? We're going to play off of it. Not this week for Michigan. They're going to kill Iowa. No worries there, okay? They will beat Iowa. We'll talk about that game later in the week, but I'm not hedging off the Michigan future because I don't think they're going to lose to Iowa. The Armageddon would be if they did, okay? I don't think they're going to. But Florida State's a different story, okay? Florida State's playing Louisville. If they win, they're in. But we are definitely going to fade, and I just needed to go through a couple of different things. We're going to bet Florida State Louisville early in the week, all right? Plus the points. Take Louisville plus the points, probably for 2 units or so on this. We have a 10-1 ticket on Florida State. Probably lay 2-1 or 2 units down or whatever we got to lay to get. It's probably going to be minus 110, for plus 3.5, plus 4. We could win them both. FSU wins by 3. We could win that bet, and we could win the future bet as well going in. So hope that's the hope, right? The FSU wins but doesn't cover. So I'm going to watch that line, watch where it goes, come in with a hedge at some point during the week when it comes to that. Just FYI there. NFL futures are going very well. The Pittsburgh Steelers over 8.5 wins. They got 7. Okay, we're looking very good there. The Bucks under 6.5 wins. They lost again yesterday. They've got 4. Okay, so we're doing okay in those future markets. That's good. Ravens to win the Super Bowl. That's still there. 11-1. We're still very much alive with that bet. Okay, which is great. We will start to add to different positions as we go here, both with the NBA, with college basketball, with college football, hedging off of it, but we're in some really good positions. If you've been taking these future markets, we're in some good positions to work off those positions coming up here over the next couple of weeks as we head into December. So let's talk about today. I hate the card today. Going to be perfectly honest, I don't love the card. I've got 3 bets in 3 sports. Let's see what happens. If you want to bet the under in the primetime game for Monday night, I don't hate it. Okay? I don't hate it. I'm worried about it. Not going to lie. I'm worried about it. Bunch of reasons why, but the biggest of reasons is because if you look at the numbers and look at what these teams have done in terms of the way they play, they don't play unders. I mean, they just don't. And in the Dome, both games that Josh Dobbs has played in domes have gone over. Josh Dobbs played against Atlanta, over. Against New Orleans, over. This game against Denver was 43. It ended 21-20 was the final score. The game went under, but it was outside. The game last week for Chicago went over. That snapped a streak of 3 consecutive unders for them. Total is 44. I don't hate an under bet, but I am scared of it, and I'm not going to make it official. I'm also scared of even teasing it up. All right? I probably will have a same game teaser myself on this, with teasing this to Bears plus 9 and then taking the total to 50 and go under. Very well, that's going to be my same game teaser play on this personally, that you can play that if you want. I will bet that. But the Vikings play so many tight games, and there are so many short. I was sitting with a guy who bets so much money on football. It's amazing the amount of money he bets. I was down with him. He loves the Bears. And he says all the sharps, they're all on the Bears. The Bears are playing unbelievable football. And I'm just going to myself, do I agree with that sentiment? And I'm going to say no. And I'm going to take the Vikings. I'm going to go against everybody. The Vikings have covered 6 straight games. Like, I bet streaks. Okay, this is what I do. I bet on streaks until they lose. 6 straight covers. 5-1 straight up. 6-0 ATS over the last 6 games for the Vikings. They play tight games. The Bears, well, they're 3-3 on the road against the number. They play better on the road than they do at home. Justin Fields is going to be a problem, but the Vikings defense is pretty good. Brian Flores has this Vikings defense playing really well. I like him a lot. The Vikings on the road, they are unbelievable. They're 5-0-1 ATS. At home, they're 2-3. But in the one home game that Joshua Dobbs played, they beat New Orleans as 3-point home dogs. They won by 8. I buy into the Joshua Dobbs hype. I like the kid. Yes, he had a bad pass at the end of the game, but they covered against the Broncos. I was on the road at Mile High. Tough place to play. Showed me some moxie. Vikings are 2-0 against the division. The Bears are 1-2 against the division. The Vikings are 6-1-1 against the NFC ATS. The Bears are 3-3-1 against the division. I just can't back the Bears on the road in a dome. I also can't bet the under officially because it's a dome. And yes, it's Monday night. Yes, primetime Monday night unders. Monday, Sunday. Last night went under. We hit that. Monday night could very well go under. I'm not going to overcomplicate this, and I'm just going to say Vikings by 3. All right. This is what I did with the Bills yesterday. I bet the Bills +3. That pushed. I bet the Bills +9 and pulled it down to 43 and went over. That hit. This game, officially, I'm going Vikings -3. Unofficially, I'm going to go Bears +9, and I'm going to pull it down. Pull it down to 38, and I'm going to go over. Okay, I know you could go the other way and go up and say, Matt, it's going to be a slugfest. I just don't see it. I'm having a hard time coming around to the idea this is going to be a really low-scoring game, given what we've seen with the Bears going 4-2 on the road to the over. Yes, the Vikings are 4-1 at home to the under, but the teams they've played at home, they've gone under. Tampa Bay, week 1, good defense. Chargers, under by a point. Barely, 28-24. Chiefs, pretty good defense. Niners, really good defense. New Orleans, game went over with Joshua Dobbs, 40.5. Okay, so that's my worry here. Okay, but officially, it's all that matters to you guys. I'm just telling you different options and things I'm kicking around here. Vikings -3, 1.1 units. Bet number 2. NBA basketball. I don't need to handicap this too much. You should know this by now. Pacers are taking on the Trailblazers. Trailblazers only score like 109 points a game. Okay, they're not good offensively. Pacers are awful defensively. Worst defense in the league. We're going to need the Trailblazers to score at least 120 points. Okay? The side is Pacers -12. Total is 242. It's high. It's really high. 9-1. That's the mark for the Pacers at home. ATS to the over. 9-1. They're 14-1 in the year to the over, but 9-1 at home. What am I betting under? No, over. 242. Halliburton's playing. By all accounts, he's in. By some reason, he's not. This could change the bet, but he should be playing. Not on the injury report, not questionable. He should be playing. Pacers, over 242 for 1.1 units. And hockey, I mean, this slate for hockey, okay, you can bet the Bruins on the puck line against Columbus. I think that's good. You could bet Tampa Bay and Colorado, maybe the game of the night in the NHL, under 6.5. You could bet that. Vasilevsky up against Georgiev. Or bet over in that game. I don't know what I've talked myself into 4 different ways on that. Playoff type atmosphere, second game back for Vasilevsky, 8-2 win in the first game that he was back. Team was juiced. Now come the road trip to Colorado to battle them. Roll the clocks back. Here comes Tampa's offense. Vasilevsky's going to stand on his head. Bet Tampa to win. Bet the home dog. Right? Tampa's favored, right? On the road, right? No, they're not. Sorry. Colorado is. Plus 120. Take Tampa. Both teams have won 3 of 4. It's a hard game to call. I lean under 6.5. The official play, though, the Vegas Golden Knights are at Calgary. Aiden Hill is playing. He's in net. Yesterday, Vegas, or last game for Vegas, they wound up playing Logan Thompson. 9-2-1 with a 1.97 goals against average for Aiden Hill. He's been absolutely tremendous for the Vegas Golden Knights. Home, road, doesn't really matter. First game back after a long road trip here for Calgary, and the Vegas Golden Knights have lost 3 of 4. They got blanked by the Coyotes 2-0 on Saturday. I believe that game was played, right? It's not a back-to-back. No, it was yesterday. Okay. Got blanked 2-0 tonight. Well, last night. 2-0. So they're on a back-to-back. That's why the number is so short. But Vegas has lost 3 of 4. I mean, the Coyotes are 9-2. It's impressive to see what the Coyotes are doing. But, I mean, I can't get my head around Vegas being this short of a line, even after a back-to-back up against Calgary because Markstrom's in net, okay? Markstrom's not very good. He's been okay, but he's 5-7-2 on the year with a 2.93 goals against average. Total is 6. Feels like a 3-2 win for Vegas, all right? Markstrom at home this year is 3-3 with a 2.85 goals against average. On the road, he's 2-4 with a 3.01 goals against average. Not really that big of a difference between home and road for him. His last home start, he lost 5-4 to the Islanders in a shootout, gave up 4 goals to the Islanders. Against Vancouver, gave up 2 goals in a 5-2 win. Beat Nashville 4-2, gave up 2 goals there, which is pretty impressive, but 4 goals and 4 goals the last 2 times, both road starts, but Markstrom gave up 4 goals the last 2 times he's been out. Vegas gets 4 goals tonight. Vegas is winning the game. I'm going to lay the minus 120 on the money line. Vegas wins at Calgary off a back-to-back. Still going to take Vegas. Minus 120, 1.2 units for the road favorite Vegas Golden Knights at Calgary. I do lean towards the under in this game, under 6 as well. Okay? Just 3 bets for us here today. Officially, I gave you a bunch of different options you can jump in with, things I'll bet personally, but officially my 3 favorite bets for the day. Vikings minus 3 for 1.1 units. Over 242, Portland, Indiana in the NBA. And Vegas on the money line against Calgary at minus 120. Start the week off with a 2-1 or a 3-0 mark. Let's get off to a good start here on a Monday. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast, always being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.